Hey guys, it's Amy from Amy Parker Art, and I teach you how to make money with your art. We are here at Hobby Lobby. Sorry I didn't shoot out a text for this. It was like I was driving by Hobby Lobby because I had to go somewhere else, and then I'm like, oops, I need art supplies, especially for the Paint and Business Challenge that is coming up here soon. September 14th we start. If you didn't sign up for that yet, go ahead and do so that you can get ready to have some fun with us. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and then we are going to go look for some art supplies for the Paint and Business Challenge. Actually, I'll just put it back on my face for a minute. I'm going to try not to be too loud while I'm inside of the art supply store. I'm going to try and find my favorite cheap canvases, if possible. Looks like they might have moved some stuff around. So that's what I'm looking for first. I'm looking for 16 by 20 canvases. Now, if you don't want to paint your paintings that I'm going to show you how to create during the Paint and Business Challenge on a 16 by 20, you don't have to do that. You could paint it on an 8 by 10 or 11 by 14 or whatever size you want to paint it on. Okay, I think that I see some supplies up here. Usually they have them on these little like side middle sections here. At least at Hobby Lobby, that's how I find them anyway. So look, there's so many like cool deals, like what you can get here for only $13. Like look at that, in 11 by 14s they have for $11 for, geez, how many canvases is that? It's a whole bunch. Look at that, oh my gosh. But this is what I usually like to buy for my collector base are these right here. For my quick, fast paintings anyway. Obviously, if you are going to be painting something of like super high quality, then you don't want to get the sale prices here. But this is a really good value for 16 by 20, and I get five canvases. You probably want to make sure that you look at them this way to make sure that they're not bent. I know they're all in a package, but I still like to do that just because I'm picky with that, because sometimes the canvases can, when I say bent, like warped a little bit. So that's what I usually do, is kind of check that. Now, if you're doing the Paint and Business Challenge with us, and thank you for those of you that signed up so far, then you're going to want to get some paints, obviously, unless you already have a whole stack of paints. Now, literally for the paintings, we have 3 paintings. One is a bonus. Literally, we're doing like easy paintings. They look like they're beautiful designs, but you really only need like primary colors and black and white and like a brown. That's basically what I usually get. And speaking of basic, let me turn this around. I really do love these paints right here. There's all kinds of, like, you can get the thick bodied, there's basic Liquitex, there's Master's Touch and things like that. But these are gonna cost you a little bit more. Hello, Charlotte. Those will cost you a little bit more than like regular craft paint. Trying to see, it looks like they did move stuff around here. I'm not even sure where they put the craft paint, but you can paint those paintings with me just by using regular craft paint to like apple barrel, art deco, things like that. So right now, like I said, it looks like they move things around in the store. But I'm gonna go up this aisle here because I have an example of like some craft paints I could show you in this aisle. So here's some other, like the Sergeants. I think that they sell these at Walmart too, if I remember correctly. But so you could either get, like I said, the bottles. I'm not sure where they are to show you, but the craft paints of like Apple Barrel or Art Deco, or you can get this kind of stuff too. Doesn't matter. So I would get a yellow, black, red, blue. That one's kind of a really bright blue, but you know, the primary colors, red, yellow, blue, a black. It is good to get a brown too, just my preference, because it's hard to mix a good brown. And then white. So these are obviously big bottles, and I'm not going to run all over the entire store trying to find the smaller bottles, but I just want to give you an idea. Oh, actually, they even have some smaller here that I didn't even notice. But even if you got something like that tiny for the Paint and Business Challenge, and your 16 by 20 canvases, which is what I'm going to use for that, but you don't have to use that size. If you want to go smaller, that's fine. But even if you used the big size canvas like me, and you got the small bottles of paint, you will have enough paint. Trust me, it's not going to be too little by getting just a little bit of paints. I'm actually looking for something else too, because I gotta get oh, actually, this is the brush aisle. Let me bring you down here because I want to show you like some of my favorite brushes. And there's so many to choose from. Like if you're just like starting out or you need to get something, you can get like a pack here with like an array of brushes in them, which is totally fine. Or if you just need to get like a few different ones, I really like the brushes that they have in here, like especially these ones, like the Masters. This is huge. This filbert brush is huge. Well, it says filbert, but it actually is it? Yeah, it is a filbert. Make sure that it says that it's for acrylics or whatever you're using. If you're using oils, it'll say oils and acrylics. This one says acrylics and watercolor, oils and acrylics. And then we have multimedia here. So just make sure that you're aware of that when you purchase your brushes. I really love, my favorite brushes of all times are like the angled brushes, the ones that have that little like angle on it. Of course, I'm an artist, so I love all kinds of brushes, but I really love the angled ones. That one though did not have like a very long brush tip on it. I'm kind of looking for one of those. I don't even know if I can find it in here. Oh, actually, see, oils, acrylics, and watercolors. So this one's like all, see what I mean? Like this angled one has the brushes a little bit longer, and I do really like that. Just for like control, I really like that. That one is $8. These are some really cool new brushes that they came out with pretty recently too, that they give some really cool effects. Of course, I'm not in my studio to show you what that would look like, but that's kind of neat. Here's some more angled brushes that I like. But so, you know, flats are really good, angles. I can't remember the exact supply list for all of the paintings, but those supply lists are already waiting for you inside of the Paint and Business Challenge. So if you've signed up and have not requested to join the Facebook group, then please do so, because yeah, it's already ready for you. And I apologize if I can't see everyone's comments right now. I will check after. I also didn't send out a text message alert for this live because it was just a really impromptu kind of thing. I have to get a present. It's my brother's birthday today, and he loves to draw, and he's an excellent artist as well. But I'm going to show you, if I can find it, what I'm going to get him, because it's stuff that I use as well for my own artwork. Let me turn around so you can see what I'm seeing. I'm in the drawing section. Oh, okay, here we go. I wanted to look for these because, I mean, as you can see, these micron pens are they're not cheap. Art supplies are not cheap, right? And it will show you the number. And these are good because they're waterproof, and you can use them with watercolor paintings. I like to use the pens for that and then paint my watercolor in it. It looks pretty awesome. I do have one of this type at home, I think. I'm going to get my brother this because I do love this, and I know he would like that. So if you're into drawing or doing pen and ink and watercolor, I really do suggest these pens. They're super awesome. So I'm going to get one of those. Now, I want to try and find the multimedia paper. Because I'd like to get him one of those as well. I don't really need one for myself, I don't think, because I don't. I'm just thinking in my studio I have a whole ton of those already. So I'm just trying to, hopefully I didn't miss it. I'm trying to find the aisle with the paper. Okay, I think it's down here. Now the multimedia paper is really good for, well, it's multimedia. You can paint on it. You can draw on it. You can do all kinds of cool things. You can practice on it before you make a painting, things like that. So it'll either say multimedia or mixed media right here. So you can see it says versatile, heavyweight paper, acid free. Usually it tells you what you can use on it. This one's just a sketch, right? So it says excellent for writing and sketching, accepts all dry media. But this one says accepts wet and dry media, which is kind of what I want because, well, that's just what I want to get him because I know he's going to be using markers and things like that. I'm just taking a quick look. I mean, you can get all kinds of different sizes and stuff in here. I don't see the exact brand of multimedia paper that are mixed media that I have personally in my studio right now. But I think I'm going to get him something like this because he does do a lot of drawing and multimedia, and this is nice to just kind of have. And everybody needs a little sketch pad or journal or whatever you want to use for. I wish that it would show. Okay, there we go. This one's $8. It is a 5 by 8, 5.5 by 8.5. This one's $10, 7 by 10. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna get him this. It looks like a pretty good little. And look at how many, he gets 60 sheets in here, and I like to feel them, to feel how it will say anyway, that it says heavyweight, and this one does feel nice and heavyweight. I like that a lot because even though, it says mixed media, if it's really thin, sometimes it can bleed through. And these little micron pens are going to go awesome with that. He's going to love that gift. So anyway, just to recap real quick, I did not throw out a text message for this. I'm sorry. It was an impromptu. I'm going to stop at Hobby Lobby, needed to grab some 16 by 20 canvases, which I did. I also grabbed another angled brush here with like a longer bristle on the top, which I really like. And look at the amazing price on this. For $13, the 16 by 20, you get 5. It's a 5-pack. So that's what I'm grabbing for the Paint and Business Challenge. I already have a ton of paints at home, so I'm probably not going to get paints. But if you missed the part where we walk down the paint aisle, I'll leave the recording on here so you can just go back and check. So go ahead and do that if you would like. I do apologize. I can't see all comments right now, but I will answer and check when I get home. And yeah, I hope that gave you a little bit of an idea on if you needed some supplies and kind of things that I like. Thank you for hanging out with me. I turned the camera around, but there's a lot of people here. And of course, I don't want to get anyone's face on camera that does not want to be on camera. Listen, if you already signed up for the Paint and Business Challenge, because a lot of you have, I have less than 10 people in the group right now. So I know there's many, many more of you who signed up. So if you signed up and you paid your $10 to get in, please don't forget to request to join the group, because we're doing it in a private Facebook group. If you are like confused, like I don't know where to find that or whatever, just go ahead and ask, reach out to me anytime. Okay? Hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you soon.